E2A here and welcome to an unbeatable 10k team on FIFA 16 Ultimate Team. Now this team here is absolutely amazing. It's an insanely overpowered hybrid squad builder and yeah, it's got some extremely overpowered players in and it is a very cheap team. You can pick it up for between 10 and 15,000 coins on the Xbox One console, which is absolutely insane for just how good this team is. It is in the 4-3-1-2 formation, which is actually one of my favourite formations this year and I hadn't really used it up until now. It's a very solid formation. It's got a really good midfield, which is great if you like passing, and that is my kind of play style. So without further ado, let's go on into the team. Starting off in goal, we've got the upgraded Farman. Now this card here is amazing. One of the best keepers I've used, and this is because he's 6'5". I do like using tall goalkeepers. He's also got the acrobatic save technique, which I also really like. And also he does have very good stats right there, and he will cost you less than 1,000 points, which is very solid. In the left back position we have got Gulam. He actually got me a goal in the 6 games I did play with him, and yeah, for 800 coins he's amazing. He has got very good pace and also good dribbling, passing, defending and physical, and he's also 6'2", which is amazing. He's going to be winning all the back post headers, and yeah, generally he's a very good right back, very well rounded, good going forwards and good defensively. Next to him we've got Rudiger, very cheap, very overpowered centre back, 500 coins. He's got 80 pace, he's 6'3", and he's got good defending and physical as well. Next to him we've got Omar Toprak. First time I've actually used him this year. He was again very good. He's 6'2". I like using really tall defenders so they win all the headers. He has also got really good pace, great defending there at 84, and also pretty good physical. And he did actually get me an assist as well in the 8 games I did play with the team, and he only cost 850 coins. In the right back position we have got Daniela Pare. He has got 89 pace and also really good dribbling, which is good because I do like fullbacks who can get forwards and attack. And yeah, he did actually get me a goal as well, which was pretty good. Both fullbacks did end up getting goals. I think they were both actually from free kicks where I play it short and then they hit it into the back of the net first time, so they were quite nice goals as well. And Apare does have pretty good defending and physical as well. You can use Diekma if you want a slightly more defensive right back, but I like right backs and left backs who can get forwards and help the attack as well. Moving into the midfield, in the middle of the pitch, in kind of the defensive midfield position of the team, it is a centre mid role, but he kind of plays as a defensive midfielder. It is Daniel De Rossi. He's the perfect defensive midfielder because he is 6'1". You really do need a tall defensive midfielder or a tall midfield if you can. Try and get everyone over 6 foot in this kind of formation, because then you're going to win all the headers from goal kicks, which is very important. But yeah, he's got medium high work rates, which is perfect again, and I also set him to stay back whilst attacking in the custom instructions, so that he does just stay in front of the defence and kind of shield the defence from getting people through on goal, because I prefer to defend with my midfielders than my defence. I just kind of have my defence as a backup option if they do get past the midfield, but I like to track back well with my midfielders, and De Rossi was perfect for that. He's got amazing physical, great defending as well, and really good dribbling and passing too. And he did actually get me 3 goals in 12 games, and I think all of those 3 goals came in the 8 games I played with this team here. And yeah, he was very good. He did get me some pretty good goals as well, playing them to the top of the box from corners. Yeah, I think he got most of his goals from that. He's also very cheap at just 750 coins. In the left centre mid position, we've got someone who you're probably not really going to think is any good, and that is Francesco Totti. Now, the only stat that isn't very good on his card here is 38 pace. Other than that, he's got an amazing card. 5-star weak foot, 87 passing, 84 shooting, 81 dribbling, and because of his price, you can get him very cheaply. I actually bought him converted from a cam to a centre mid for just 850 coins. I think he's normally about 1.2k in that position though. You can just buy him as a cam though, or a centre forward, or whatever his normal position is, for discard price, because he's very cheap. No one really wants to buy someone with 38 pace. However, pace isn't too important in this game. If you have seen some other squad builders, I've used Pirlo. He was very good. I've used a lot of slow players. In the midfield, they're very good if they're good at passing, and Totti's amazing at passing. He's also got amazing long shots as well, and really good dribbling, and he did get very close to scoring a few. Now, he was very key in quite a few of the goals for my fullbacks, and also for De Rossi. Now, that is because on corners, he's the person who's going to come close up to receive the ball. Now, if you just wait for the defender to get near you, then do a fake shot backwards so you get past them, you can then play it to the top of the box, and the person there can then shoot. Now, I think if those properly counted as assists, he'd probably have about 5 assists, because basically if the player then took the ball, dribbled into the penalty area and shot, which is what I normally did, it doesn't count as an assist for some reason. It would only count if he hit it first time, which is why he did get 1 assist in 8 games. But still, a very, very good player, and I definitely recommend that you try him out if you haven't already. The right centre position, we've got a top-ranked hyperlinked partner, and that is Hakan Çalhanoğlu, the best free kick taker on the game. And it is very, very good to have a very good free kick taker in your team. And you have got, I think, 3 amazing free kick takers in this team right here. Çalhanoğlu is kind of the pick of the bunch, though. He's got 95 free kick accuracy. No one has got better than that, other than, I think, the team of the year Ronaldo and the team of the year Messi. Yeah, he's got good pace, good dribbling, good shooting, very, very good long shots as well. He did score an amazing long shot when I did use the team. He has also got very, very good passing at 81, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. I love having players with 5-star weak foot because they can pass on either foot, they can shoot on either foot, and it doesn't really make any difference. You don't have to adjust the side which you are shooting with, which is another very good thing with Totti. Again, he's got 5-star weak foot, but 4-star skills for Çalhanoğlu is also very good. 1.5k, I did buy him as a centre mid. You can get him for about 850 coins as a cam if you don't really mind about their position, and that will bring the price down a bit more. And also 2 goals and 1 assist in 8 games is not bad for a centre mid. In the cam position, we have got Roman Eremenko. Now, this guy here is amazingly cheap for how great his card is. He has got one of the best attacking midfield cards on the game, but no one uses him because he is Finnish and plays in the Russian league. However, I did manage to incorporate him into this team here. If you do remember his team of the season card last year, it was insane. He had like over 90 for shooting, he had 99 long shots, 99 shot power, 99 free kick accuracy. But this guy here is insane. He's got very, very good pace and dribbling and shooting and passing, and also physical as well. He is quite strong, which is always good. 6'1", so he can hold the ball out. 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. 800 coins is what I did pay for him, and he got me 4 assists and 1 goal in 8 games, which is very, very good. And I don't normally get that many assists with my attacking midfielder. Often they get goals or they get kind of pre-assists, but he was just so good at passing that he could just scoop it over the top through to my strikers and they'd finish off most times. And he was an amazing player, very, very key and influential player in the team. Moving on to the strike force, in the left striker position we've got Musa. Now, the strikers, for some reason, didn't really get that many goals in this team, and I'm not too sure why. The midfield is where all the goals were coming from, really. I had a lot of goals from De Rossi, quite a few from Çalhanoğlu, quite a few from Eremenko. I was getting goals from the fullbacks, but the strike force didn't get as many goals as I would have expected. However, they were very, very good. The reason they didn't really score that many goals is just because they didn't get the ball too much. Because I was generally just trying to dribble and score with my midfielders, which did work very well. I did get some really good goals with Çalhanoğlu and also Eremenko just from doing that. But Musa, 93 pace, 82 dribbling, 76 shooting, 4-star skill moves as well, and just 700 coins. You're not going to find a better cheap striker to fit into this team. He's got 3 goals and 2 assists in 8 games, which is not the best for a striker, but that's just because he didn't really get the ball too much. If you play the ball specifically to your strikers, they'll get you more goals. But I was trying to kind of incorporate my midfield a lot more, because if you have seen some other squad builders and seen the goal per game ratios, pretty much all the goals were coming from my strikers in my previous teams. And I really felt that I was missing out on goals that I could score with the midfield. And if I did score more with the midfield, I'd score more as a team. Now, that is what I was doing really with this team here. I was trying to incorporate the midfield a lot more. And as you can see, I did score quite a few goals with the midfield, and I kind of cut down on the goals I scored with the strikers because I was trying to incorporate the midfield more, and that actually meant that I did score more goals overall, and I won more games, which is a good tip. Try and incorporate the midfield rather than just your strikers for scoring goals, and then you can do a lot of 1-2s and triangle passing if you have more than just your 1 or 2 strikers up front. If you try and incorporate the midfield and the attacking midfield obviously as well, you can score a lot more goals. But yeah, he did get me a couple of goals. He actually got me a header as well, which was quite surprising, and you will see that in the clips at the end of the video. Next to him, we have got Doumbia. Now, I have no idea why he only scored 1 goal in 8 games. He never really got the ball for some reason, and again, that is because I was playing it through the midfield more. But he probably only had like 5 shots, and 1 of them went in. And yeah, it wasn't that he's a bad player. No, by no means is he a bad player. If you have used him before, you'll know he's a very, very good player. I've used him before. He was very, very good. I used his Newcastle card in another team. But yeah, it's just he didn't really get the ball because of how I was playing, really. So that was just my fault. That was my play style. But if you guys use him, he's going to do a very, very good job for you. 91 pace, 79 shooting, 79 dribbling, 71 physical, high, low work rates, and he's also got 4-star skill moves. Now, he cost me 2.3k, which is quite expensive, and that is because this is his old card at CSKA Moscow. He does currently have a Newcastle card, and yeah, I don't know why he got 1 goal in 8 games. It was just kind of my fault, really. It wasn't the team's fault. But 4-star skill moves as well, 3-star weak foot, high, low work rates. He's a very, very good striker. Don't be put off by the goals per game ratio. If you want to score a lot of goals with your strikers, just play it through the strikers and you will score plenty of goals. But if you do want to score a few more, try and incorporate the midfield more. Try and play a lot of triangles and 1-2 passes, and you will be able to score quite a few more goals overall as a team. But this is the finished team. It's a pretty nice hybrid. We've got Farman in goal, Rudiger on top right, 2 very, very tall, strong and quick centre backs. Pare and Gulam, both of them are quick, and they're both very good going forwards and good defensively. We've got De Rossi, very, very good defensive midfielder. He's going to just stay in front of the defence and be a very, very good player, intercepting balls, winning headers, and all that good stuff. And then we've got 2 other centre mids on the left and right who have 5-star weak foot, which is very, very good. They can pass on either foot, which is amazing. They both have amazing long shots, amazing free kicks, and really good dribbling as well. We've then got Eremenko, great free kicks. He's quite strong as well, so he can hold the ball up. He's tall, which is always good for a midfielder. He's also got good dribbling, good pace, and yeah, he was a lot of fun to use. And we complete the team with the strikers, both of them over 90 pace. So if you do get in a counter-attacking situation, just play a ball, a through ball through the defence, and they're very easily going to get to that, and they will put it into the back of the net pretty much every single time. They've both got 4-star skill moves as well. We do have 4 4-star skillers in the team, which is always good. But yeah, if you guys are interested in the player instructions I do use, quite a few people comment and ask what instructions I did use. I normally set the fullbacks to stay back whilst attacking. I then set my defensive midfielder right here to stay back whilst attacking as well. And then I set both strikers to stay central, and normally I set one stay central and get him behind and one stay central and target man, but both these strikers aren't really kind of suited to the target man kind of style because they're not very big, they're not very strong, and they're not going to be winning headers. But I didn't really set them both to stay cutting behind, so what I basically did was set Musa to stay central and get him behind, and then I just left Doumbia with stay central. But that is the all the player instructions I did use, and that is the finished team, and it is an unbeatable team. It is absolutely insane. I was winning so many games with it. It got me out of, I don't know what division it was, I think it was Division 5, very, very easily. I think I did actually win the division, which was pretty cool. And it is an amazing team. It's got everything you need, really. I mean, I went through, showed you all the different players, kind of what they're used for, but you've got everything you need. You've got a solid defensive midfielder, you've got tall centre backs, good fullbacks with good going forwards and defensively, 5-star weak foot on 2 of the centre mids. You've got just so many good free kick takers. You've got like 3 or 4 good free kick takers. You've got very, very quick strike force. You've got plenty of 4-star skills. So overall, it's a great team, and I definitely recommend that you try it out if you are looking for maybe a market crash team for during team of the season, or if you're just looking for a cheap team that's going to get you out of the current division you're in, get you up a couple of divisions. It's going to be an amazing team. I mean, I reckon you could use this team in Division 1. It is a very, very good team. One of the best I've actually used this year, and for the price, I definitely recommend that you guys try it out. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, smash the like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.
you.